welcome back to another episode. I hope you're ready for this one. Now just be aware, there is a trigger warning for this one. This was my most recent terrifying nightmare. I've had many, but this one was really different from the rest. So for some backstory, when I was a little kid, I lived in Miami. From the stories I've heard, the neighborhood I lived in was the hood. When I was about 5 years old, we left. So now, into the dream, or should I say the nightmare. My parents decided that we were going to visit our old house in that neighborhood in Miami, and when we got there, we noticed it was blocked from the rest of the city with a tall metal gate going around the whole neighborhood. The gate didn't have an opening. Instead, it led to a small hallway kind of thing. For some reason, a kid from my current school was now there, waiting at the gate with me and my family. So we got inside the neighborhood and it was run down and broken. Fast forward a few hours in the dream. My family and friend found my childhood house and decided to check it out. My brother went in his room, my parents in theirs, and my friend, my sister, and I were chilling in the living room. We were standing there for a few minutes when my little sister said something stupid to my friend. Like something a 5-year-old would say. I can't really remember exactly. I do remember that he got pissed and turned to me and said he was going to hit her. He then proceeded to go into another room and get a golf club. I tried calming him down and calling my parents, but no one listened. In an effort to protect my sister, I took like 3 hits with the club. After a few more hits, he picked up my sister and bit her on the neck. I tackled him to the ground, still with my sister in his jaws, blood everywhere. I tried to punch him, but it didn't do crap. But I kept trying. Few more seconds, and I started jabbing a stick into his ribcage, but nothing was working. The cops came and took him away. The look in his eyes was unforgettable. I've never seen so much hate in someone's eyes. We stayed in that house for years. I was watching the news one day on TV, and that just appeared in the house. It said that my friend went crazy in prison and stayed in his cell for days, never touching light, and that he carved a smile onto his face. At the end of the broadcast, it said that he went missing from his cell a few days ago. I broke down because I knew he was coming for me. I grabbed a knife and tried to kill myself. But before I got the chance, I looked behind me, and there he was. Bleached white skin, wearing all black, with a bloody smile on his face. He aggressively yelled, "Suicide!" and slit my throat. That was one of the most vivid nightmares I've ever had. It was trippy seeing that same friend at school the next day. The closest thing I could find to the look in his eyes in that nightmare was a picture of Jeff the Killer. But you probably won't find it. Now that's crazy. But my question is, what would you do in that situation? Say it were in a dream. I know me, I'm not one to live in the past, although for stories and telling, about my haunts in past houses I've lived in, I kind of have to relive some of my past, but I don't know if I could go back to that original house that I've told many a story about. But that's why you always got to be careful. Maybe that dream is a sign. You just never know. But thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.